everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Texans.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And incomplete to open things up. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now Kelly looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Now, check. Green, 19.
In motion goes the tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Kelly on 3rd down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Flex round. Ohio.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry now for Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. Ohio.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Come on. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, it's Kelly. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down throw. Kelly eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, let's step into a conversation about the Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carry is Henderson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Kelly to throw on second down. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
His way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action, it's Kelly. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. Now Kelly. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And now running right through it. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Watson. He's letting this one go for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Kelly steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Back to throw, Watson. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watching that, Barney, Barney, set. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
set. Boom, landed.
To throw, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kelly to throw. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Kelly. He rifles one that's intercepted.